So this is going to be a bit of a different video. Today I'm going to use, well, no, not double cream. I'm going to use some moulding silicone, and I'm going to try and make a mould of this thing. Now, it's not the Eye of Sauron. It's not a very rubbish lighthouse. But all I want to do is make a rubber mould of this to begin with. Just think I'm making marbles or something like that. What do I need? Well, I've got this ready to put in there. I've got my silicone rubber to put in there. I've measured how much that takes. I've got my double cream container, which just happens to have a lovely scale on the side. I've got my hardener stuff, my catalyst, and I've got a pair of scales off camera. So let's start as I mean to go on. Here's something exciting for the thumbnail. So we're supposed to be careful, put these on, so let's do what I'm supposed to do. So that's me all scrubbed up. It's going to go in there. So first of all, I'm going to put my 105 mil of the rubber in there. Never done this before, but you've got to do it a bit slowly, haven't you? Let's just move that to the side. I can see this here, you can't see it, but let's just try and see how I can put some in there. Ooh, that's 50, and that's 100. Don't want to put too much more in. And that's about one more blib, that's about 105. So let's take that out, and I'm not sure what to do with that, but anyway, let's just put the lid back on and ignore it. So put that out the way. So I'm going to weigh this because I've got to put 100 times, well, I've got to put 1/100th of that in as a catalyst, I think. Let's just see. Ratio 1 to 200. Oh, right, okay. 2 or 3 when cold. Don't know. But anyway, let's weigh this. I know it's got the container, but it's not going to be too much. Oh, this isn't going to work on camera, is it? Right, let's put that there. There's my pair of scales. Stolen from the kitchen. That's at 0 grams, so let's weigh my rubber or my double cream. So that's 144 grams. So a tenth of that will be 1.4 grams, and 2 of those will be 2.8 grams. Right, so let's try this then. So 2.8 or 3 grams maybe. So let's get, oh, I don't know where to put this now. Where should I put it? I could risk pouring it straight in. Let's do that. So I'm after about another 3 grams. Well, if this doesn't work, you'll know why, won't you? So let's open that and see how drippy this is going to be. It's not too heavy. Oops. 1 gram, 2 gram, 3 gram. 4 gram. Oh no! Oh well, right, so that's as much as I'm going to do on there. Slightly too much. Looks like I've had a medical injury. I really should have something to clean up. One moment. That's that done with. I've got that now. I'm supposed to mix this. Don't need my scales now. I need to mix this gently so as not to produce any bubbles. So let's just mix this. This catalyst seems very runny. I didn't expect it to be as runny as this, but don't know what I expected really. Right, this is quite funky. I'm enjoying this. Have I put bubbles in it though? I don't know. Oh, there's some bubbles there. Right. I've still got some definitely on the sides. I can still see different bits of the colour. So let's go for a bit more, be a bit more vigorous. I think you have to use a vacuum pump for this normally. Should I burst them? Let me find something to burst them with. Let's go for it then. So I think the idea is I put this in here. That's not going to work at all, is it? I think I'm going to have to tape that on there. It's great using these gloves, but if I'm touching other things that I regularly use, is that going to mean that all the chemicals I'm putting everywhere? I bet it is. Anyway, let's see whether that holds. That is rubbish. Hot glue. Let's go for hot glue. Definitely while I'm doing this, it's letting the bubbles come out. Right, hot glue gun, are you ready? Are you ready yet? Yeah, you are. Right, I'm going all the way around with you. And then you're going on there. Will that do, or should I put one on the other side? If I put one on the other side, I'm not going to be able to pour it in. I'm now regretting using such a little container. Oh well, let's try. So I believe, well, I put some in to start with. Let's just put a bit in. You're supposed to do this quite slowly. It's like blancmange. Okay, let's pop him in. Don't know if I'm mistaken, but this might have started to go off. Let's just ramp some more in. Ooh. Right, well that's got everywhere. So now I suppose I've just got to wait for this to dry. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are the next morning. So well, actually this is 24 hours later, so sorry about the shadow there. It's from this stick. So here we go. Has it set? Well, looks like it has. Don't know whether I'm going to use my double cream pot again, but more importantly, I made a right mess of this, but it should just peel off, being silicone. Okay, that's good. Silicone and blue tack. Will it stick? Oh no, it won't. That's good. So saved blue tack. And get rid of that. So this is the pack shot. Some more there I can get rid of. That comes off now because I just liquid glued it on. Does feel set. Does feel squidgy like rubber. Don't know which is the best way to get it out. I think I'm just going to lose this cup. Let's just destroy this cup as part of it. That's going to be the best way to do it, because I can always get another plastic cup. Recycled, of course. Definitely easier. So there's my mould, and will it come out? I'm a little bit worried. Oh, is that sticky? No. Oh, that's just suction. Useful. I'm a little bit worried about the gap that was between the ball on the end and the other bit, but it should come out. Here we go. Ta-da! I'll get rid of those now. Get rid of my blue tack, clean that up. And I think that may well be a success. There's bubbles around there, but that doesn't really matter. I don't know if it's possible to see in there. It doesn't look like there's bubbles there. Looks like this surface, which is what I wanted, has been transferred and it feels shiny. So there you go. My first silicone mould, including the mess up with the catalyst, appears to have worked. Frankie Polita from Tested and Thingy says that once you've finished with your silicone, to pour it out somewhere, and you can use it as like a little mat. So this is a nice square container. There's just a little ridge there, so I'm going to just save this, pour it there, and see whether it will become a little mat for me. A little mat for SpiderMaf. Here's that extra bit of silicone. Yeah, look at that. Even though I put a little thing to try and make it level, it still escaped, but looks like most of it is square. So how has my silicone pad turned out? Ta-da! Look at that. No bubbles whatsoever. Really nice surface. Just a bubble there, but none actually in that surface. I'll just cut round this with a pair of scissors, and there's a little work mat that I may use